Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here, and as you can see by the title of today's video, you know what to expect when you hear that LakerFan has been invited to Community Day. We're gonna see some 6'11 to 6'8 slasher, maybe both, probably both, I'll tell you, it's both. But anyway, in this one we have kind of a replication of last year's build, right? So, as you can see, we have it with like 80 layup, assuming maybe Sabonis floater is like that, but honestly I already saw, and it's not. But either way, you know, 80 layup-ish for like something that's gonna be good with big men layup packages, who knows. We'll test it out before the game officially comes out and give you a further, you know, kind of intellect on whether that's going to be a thing or not, because if it's not, I could definitely drop that layup, and I'll show you a version of it that has that dropped, that actually has shooting on it, all the way up to 65 3-pointer. But anyway, in this build you can see 87 pass act, we get the 70 ball handle, even at 6'11", which wasn't a thing last year, especially for the max wingspan builds at 6'11". But yeah, it's got 78 block for the bronze paint patroller, and more so to get the silver high flying denier. I'm pretty sure you can get the bronze paint patroller at like 73 block or something like that. It'll pop up in the later portion of the video, but 72 Primdy for silver removable enforcer and bronze challenger. I didn't put steel on the build, unfortunately. As you can see, when you're trying to, like, you know, get so many separate different things in the builder, it's going to be hard to afford something like that extra steel rating when you got to get the strength, speed, agility, O board, keep the D board, you know, at pretty much whatever we can afford at that point. Keep the vert. Now, however, I did learn that you can actually put vert to 80 after making this video, so you can, you know, flex the ratings here and there a little bit, because the contact dunk requirements are only going to require you to be 80 on the vert, and that will definitely allow at least a couple different things to happen with the build. So let's just go over the first and foremost thing that you could do with the build otherwise. So let's just fast forward to the point where we have the 65 3-pointer on here. So as you can see, you know, we're kind of respecking everything. I'm choosing between agility, speed with ball, stuff like that. But like I just told you guys, you can make this with 80 vertical, so you could very likely take that, you know, 2 points in vertical and put it toward that speed with ball. As you can see, the free throw is 80, the 3-pointer 65, while still keeping the 93 driving dunk for the gold poster, the 90 standing dunk for the gold rise up and the elite contact dunks, 83 strength for the brick wall, box out beast, stuff like that. We got the 92 O board for the gold rebound chaser and the gold, you know, box out beast. If you went with 94, you would be able to get that to Hall of Fame. So it's at least a little bit different than last year with 94 instead of 93. But yeah, I obviously, as you can see with the block, let me see if we can get a point where I scrolled over that at all. So this is what I was telling you guys about earlier, where 74 block can still achieve the bronze paint patroller, but it's only bronze on the chase down artist type beat, aka the high flying denier. So this is a little bit of a hit to take. I would say, depending on what the importance of layup is, that's not a really big hit to take. And then besides that, I didn't really take much of a hit anywhere else. So, I mean, you do the math on that. Even if chase down artist, aka high flying denier, is actually good, whether that's even worth or not when you compare it to the fact that we could just have 65 3-pointer instead of none. So you guys, for the first time in a while, will very likely see me have a build with this right here, the 65 3-pointer. Now, if I can afford a little bit more, maybe I will. But when you get to a certain point, it's going to start forcing my close shot to go up even higher, and especially the mid-range to keep going higher. And if I were making this build for spacing purposes, I think I'd only want the 3-pointer. So again, we'll see from a multitude of different things. Is it easy enough to shoot in this game with a low 3-pointer? Can I work my way into that? Is there a good enough jump shot? Is there this, that, and the other? But the main reason that I'm talking about this is because it's affordable for the first time in a long time. The only reason I haven't put 3-pointer on my build ever, for at least the last couple of years, is because it's so expensive to get those low thresholds of the rating itself. But because this year, they force your close shot up a lot by you just putting your standing dunk up, as you can see my post control is too. I know I'm glossing over this, thinking like you guys wouldn't even think to question that, because I've been from the perspective of someone who's played the game for 10 hours now, but it's kind of crazy. I didn't show you the process of it being upgraded because I wanted these videos to be pretty smooth and easy, and just you see the final version. They also didn't let us save the builds, so like I couldn't just finish the build then come back to it later in a final version. I had to just straight up show it to you from the point of it being done, and I didn't want to have to write stuff down, spend like 30 minutes a piece doing that. So I just showed you the final form as is, and you know, we would try and piece together the reasons afterwards. But yeah, post control and close shot, they get forced up by my standing dunk being this high. So it's a little bit problematic in that sense that I have a useless post control rating, you know. But yeah, the main reason I was thinking 6'11 is because you can still achieve that 70 ball handle. That's gonna be a really big deal, I would assume. You know, it's what the pro dribble moves used to be. If they come out with the fact that they're all 75 now, then 6'10 can achieve that at max wingspan. We would maybe consider doing that. However, I did do a little bit of a detailed look on finding what the speed to height ratio was for every build. We might have even put out a separate video of that. It'll probably be a really short one, but I do want to segment things very easy for people to find, because even if I put it in this video, it would be lost in the sauce a little bit for people that maybe would be looking for that, and they could just see a title of that and click on it. It's more simple. So I know for ease of access reasons for you guys, it's a little bit annoying that I'm segmenting these videos so differently, but it makes it a little bit easier for more people to find in a general way. But yeah, long story short, the 610 only got like 2 more speed than the 611, so I didn't think that be worth it by any means, and this is going to be a really dominant build. However, it may not be my main build. So you'll see that later today, I'm sure, or maybe even sooner today. I'm not sure in which order I'll post it, but the 6.8 pure inside looking really good. However, I didn't look for a version of that had like 65 3-pointer, so we'll see. That didn't have a lot of wiggle room on it, I will say that much, but we'll see what we're looking at. Like I said, this is the first glance of the Laker build in my opinion, and again, this is all types of stuff between the gold rebounding badges. You got at least something formidable for block, which is better than what I had last year in comparison. I had 0 block on the build that I eventually ended up running. You can see like things that are affiliated with vertical. We got like aerial wizard, rise up actually requires vert now. Poster, I believe on gold requires 80 vert as well, so it kind of just matches up perfectly with the dunk requirements. Now as you can see, however, if I make this build, 93 dunk is my max no matter what. I can't change that ever. So like with the cap breakers, for instance, in the future, I could work my way into a build that would eventually get, you know, a higher dunk rating. However, because it's 611, it can't get any higher than 93. That is the absolute max that it can get. So out the gate, it'd be a pretty good build. It just has a little bit of a potential to bust eventually. You know what I mean? Because if you look at the dunk rating requirements, I could actually pull them up now. So these are the contact dunk requirements. As you can see, elite contact dunks off 2 would be the next thing I'd be shooting for, which is 82 vert, which I did have on that version of it. But again, I can't get that driving dunk high enough to get 96, which these are crazy, by the way, fellas. Like, what the heck? 99 driving dunk for elite contacts off 1? That's why I'm probably sitting around 93 more so anyway, depending on how important the badges are, I guess, as well. Like, for all I know, maybe they fixed up poster, you know, stuff like that. So we'll see. But as of now, I think going into the year, I'm definitely putting my chips in the 93 dunk kind of threshold, and that's where I'm going to be having it as the best value and stuff like that for that video, which we will have, by the way. I'm not sure when exactly. It might be the last one that I post of all this stuff, because that's still in the process of being determined. But anyway, like I said, you're not really very likely to see anything other than that. And again, 90 standing dunk, 80 standing dunk, you know, vert very easily achieved. Just make sure you have 70 vert if you're getting those bigs and stuff like that with 90 standing dunk. And yeah, I mean, you shouldn't really have to exceed 78 vert for anything slashing wise, unless you're really elite into it. So that should be very easy for you guys to remember. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure, you know, with the fact that there's gonna be the max +1 for the badges and stuff like that, I'll probably put that on posterizer anyway. That's a very likely thing for me to put it on, or maybe that's rebound chaser. I'm not sure. I do have some leftover points that I could put on rebounding with the cap breakers as well. So if I do ever achieve those, I could maybe achieve the next level of rebound chaser, which I believe is at 96. I think Box Out Beast is at 94 to get Hall of Fame. 96, I believe, is Hoff Rebound Chaser, which I'll have to double check. Maybe I could just look and see when I'm starting the build up real quick. I highly doubt it though. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be anywhere in here. So long story short, if I can get 96, I'd be able to cap break that to the Hoff Rebound Chaser and stuff, which it looks like I probably should be able to. But besides that, I can't think of many other cap breaker worthy attributes that I would put on this, you know, especially with the 3-point version. I mean, like I said, maybe standing dunk, maybe offensive rebound. Who knows? I'm just letting you guys know out the gate, this is probably a really good build from day one, but it doesn't have a lot of cap breaker worthy ratings, you know. So me personally, I'd probably remake this eventually when I do get those cap breakers. But for you, just know that it may not have that much longevity when you start unlocking those, depending on how easy they are to get. Well, you may know that by now, you may not. I don't know. I'm recording this on the 25th, and these videos are going to drop on the 28th. So I don't know what's been dropped since then, but either way, wanted to at least bring this to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on noties, all that good stuff. And like always, try this one to 5,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put 6'11" in the comments, short sports your way through. Or you can put athletic finisher if you would like as well. But I'm sure 6'11" is a little bit easier to put. Also, in case you guys didn't know, I'm pairing with NBA 2K lads again this year. So in this time around, since it's so early, they're going to have early content such as the ratings you need for each badge and all the requirements with that are listed in, visual form. We also have each takeover ratings boost, all the ratings that are boosted by every takeover. And a lot of this info, it's stuff I'm interested in seeing. Like that, for instance, is something I didn't spend my time on the game looking for, so you'll find it on their website, as well as the fact that I am super interested in that myself, so I'll be checking it out. And then also, as soon as the game drops, they're going to look for every animation requirement and list that on their website as well. Alright, so as for the premium content, this is where the banger is. Now, obviously, this is 2K24 information right here. To get the 25, you're going to have to subscribe, but 2K Labs is cool enough to let me show you the 24 info as an example. So, for instance, you got a lot of different ways to sort it through here. You can look through green window, speed, you can look for the fastest millisecond jump shot, you can look for the total make percent. So, for instance, on the early, middle, and late end of the green window, what the chances are, then all that combined into the total average. You can look through the most makeable shots to the fastest ones with the biggest green window, to the ones that fit your position group between the guards, wings, and bigs. It's fire. You can find the bases and the uppers in here and combine that for the best possible statistical jump shot, and it's just a huge tool, so shout out to them for that. And then you have ranking of dribble moves per category, so it's going to be like behind the backs ranks against each other, showing you which ones are the best. There's like a letter grade on each of them tested by Koza, so he's going to be ranking all those dribble moves in each category. And then we also have dribble practice tools, so it's going to be showing you exactly how to do the moves on the controller, and then you can replicate it on the controller in their website as well. So for anyone interested in supporting me while also getting access to the content, you can go ahead and subscribe to the 2K Labs Premium right here on NBA2KLab.com. And then when you click register, it'll allow you a chance to put in a creator code of someone you want to support. And then if you put in code Laker at checkout, you'll get 20% off of your whole purchase right there. And not that some of you guys care, but just to let you know, I get a percentage based off only your initial purchase. So if you got the monthly, I would only get a percentage based on your first month. So if you do want to support me a little bit and plan to get like 3 to 6 or even a year-long subscription, feel free to get those and I would really appreciate it, but I get that not everybody wants to. So if you want just the monthly as well, that's cool too. So anyway, that's code Laker at checkout. Appreciate you guys for watching. None of that, let's get back to the video. Anyway, that's all for vid. I hope y'all enjoyed and stay tuned for the next one. Take it easy, man. Peace.